And anything that happens outside of you is always going to mirror back to you what's happening inside of you. Hello everyone, I just wanted to come on here and give a positive message that came through for either today, this week, however it resonates with you. I feel like this is a good one to focus on for this week specifically because it's something that you probably already know or have heard, but it's always good to have a reminder of it. So if you are tuning into this video or watching it, this is a message your spirit guides wanted you to hear. So here we go. If you don't like how you're feeling in any given moment, the key is to become aware of what you're doing, either in that moment or on a regular basis, that is inflicting those feelings to surface within you. So the key is when you become aware of what's surfacing within you, that's when you have the power to change it. Because your energy is like water. Your attention, your focus, all of that is water to whatever comes at you. So any thought that penetrates your mind, whether it be negative or positive, if you water it, if you give it attention, that will take root in your mind, because those thoughts are like seeds that come through, and it's up to you whether you want to plant that in your mind or dismiss it altogether. And the seeds of negativity grow into weeds, and they start to take over your mind. And really, you know what weeds do in a garden? They just literally run the show, basically. So when you have those seeds of negativity come through and you start watering them, it becomes really challenging then to maintain your garden, your mind, when you don't have control of the weeds that are taking root in your garden. So when you notice a thought come through, whether it be something you hear on the news, whether it be something you see on social media, whether it be people you're talking to, it doesn't matter. Wherever it comes from, if it triggers something within you that's negative, then it is your responsibility as the keeper of your garden to disengage with that energy altogether. The more you entertain that energy, the more your garden becomes compromised of those seeds of negativity. And the same goes with positivity. If you engage and entertain with things that make you feel good and you feel positive with engaging with that energy, you will attract more of that to you. And the other message that I got was, we all need, especially now, to start taking responsibility for our own shish. Okay? We need to stop blaming others or exterior circumstances, situations around us for what we have going on inside. No one can make you feel any way you do not choose to feel. Seriously, if I'm going to sit here and tell you, be happy right now, are you happy? Just because I told you to be happy? No. Why? Because it wasn't triggered within you. I didn't trigger an emotion of happiness within you, so therefore you're not feeling it. Make sense? Because you haven't decided to allow yourself to feel that emotion. It's upon deciding, whether it's conscious or unconscious, what emotions you're allowing yourself to feel with anything that comes at you at any given moment. We live in a physical world, so therefore, usually, the feelings that are stirred up within us, that are triggered within us, come from our outside world, not our inner world, unless we are meditating and elevating our consciousness and lifting our vibration and frequency to attune with higher things that are positive and make you feel good. Only then can you evoke an emotion within that then surfaces out of you. But everything starts within anyway. So even if it's negative or positive, it starts within and it comes out. It's just something that you're seeing on the outside is reflecting of what's going on the inside. Always. Here's a good example for you. So if you watch a happy love story, let's use The Notebook because that's one of my favorite movies. If you're watching The Notebook And at the end of the movie, you're crying, you have so much love pouring out of you, you're just totally in line with that story, that is because you within have aligned to that energy and is matching that energy that is portrayed or projected out of that movie. Now let's flip it. If you're not aligned to that energy and you see that movie, it's going to evoke an emotion that is the opposite of what that movie is trying to project, which is going to be either disgust or, ugh, I can't do it, or whatever, like fear or whatever it is that triggers you. And then so you flip the movie off because you don't align with that energy. You see, so it's not the TV, it's not the news, it's not your friends, it's not your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie. It's no one else's fault for how you're feeling other than you. Because you are the one deciding what's going on within you. And anything that happens outside of you is always going to mirror back to you what's happening inside of you. That is like your telltale sign of like, oof, I need some things to heal, or oof, I need to work on this or that. It's always going to mirror back to you what you need to work on. And please don't let this trigger you. This is a message of love that I'm sending to you. I'm not saying that if you are being beaten by somebody that is okay, and if you're feeling fear or anger, then that's up to you. No, that's not what this message is about. This message is about you seeing that you are attracting things to you based on what's going on inside of you. So if you are continually in a relationship that is treating you poorly, that is like a notification from your spirit guides, from your angels, from God, like a text message that comes through on your phone. That's a notification to your spirit that this energy is not for you, okay? Not for you. Time to go. For example, if you are continuously getting into relationships where you're being cheated on, there is something deep-rooted within you, a belief system that keeps attracting that same story into your life, into your reality. What I mean is, for example, you could have come from parents who your mom was cheated on by your dad and they broke up, and it kind of like altered your idea of what a love relationship is. And so therefore you subconsciously, not saying consciously, maybe consciously, subconsciously, you have made a belief in your mind that all relationships of love is cheating. And so therefore you attract that because that's your foundation, that's your belief system. And so the way that you heal these patterns that keep showing up into your life is to go within meditation, deep meditation, into where you get to your pure essence of who you really are, and you find out within yourself what story, what belief systems you have put in place that keeps attracting and mirroring these things back to you. And until you heal it, until you release it, until you change that belief system, it's going to keep showing up into your life, because that is the universe's way of showing you what you're thinking about comes into your reality. What you believe comes into your reality. So it's no one's fault other than your own for why you keep experiencing what you're experiencing. And I just got the song pop into my head, Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bob Marley. So I think that is a message from the universe that we all need to go listen to some Bob Marley today and lift our spirits, because you know what? It really is going to be okay. Have a blessed day.